You guys remember this? I caught this for you guys. I told you I was drawn to take the picture through my window, and this is what I found. And then the next day I was drawn again to the window. You guys will see it way back in the, I made a whole video of it because the last thing that I saw will blow your mind. Yeah, my screen is doing all kinds of crazy stuff. It may be a little bit smaller, but I don't care because it's weird, okay? So anywho, you see the next day, this is what happened. I was drawn to do this, and it's like, it looked like 3, but then if I look at it clearer, it'll look like 5 or 6 or 7, I don't know, of these, okay? So, yeah, so the next day I was drawn to more of these, okay? Which I choose to say are spirits. So a lot of spirits are they did something this particular time, man, I'm telling you. And a lot of you guys, look way back at my videos, you'll see the whole entire video. And this is before they started really harming my channel relentlessly and then this is when somebody else came up with a name. And how they say the one from India and the one person, it's interesting that they have my same name, because people used to make that joke and say, oh, well, if you get scammed, it's that one guy in India or some crazy stuff they say sitting behind a desk. Well, I have 2 people with the same name, that has channels as mine. And so a lot of my subscribers that I met out in the field, I hope they are never confused by this. However, I see that they have been harming my channel over the years, and now we're learning about all of this other stuff that's coming to light, which I was, always telling you guys something of the sort, okay, which I'm trying to post right now, because I'm gonna let y'all see in every which way, something brief though. But this is my channel, and this is how it was before anything. You see how it went from the 2s to the 1s, and then if I go back to my other information that I have, you'll see actually more. But nevertheless, it's neither here nor there, but this is what's happening now. Birthday to you, Libra, 10, 12. Happy birthday to you, Libra, October 12. Happy birthday to all of our lovely and handsome and sexy, and don't forget, intelligent and good with your mind and good with your hands, and always doing something around the house with a project. Libras, happy birthday is for it's for you. And only you, Libras, only you guys can do whatever it is that you do. The higher realms ain't through with you. You heard me. I hope you guys heard me. Yes, the higher realms want you guys to focus on the fact that there's only 2 days that you don't have to worry about. That's yesterday and tomorrow. Why? Because the higher realm said so. Yesterday's history, tomorrow's a mystery. Your focus is a beautiful present. It is called today. All right? Within it is your beautiful, special day all the way. The higher realms want to start by letting you guys know that you are the mass key component to this whole divine plan on this beautiful, said divine planet Earth. The higher realms say you better know your worth since birth. All right? Yes. That word planet, the higher realms said, could be no other word than planet. That's right. So, yeah, the higher realm says, so you will know that you are planned. The last two letters of that word is ET, and that is you are planned until the ET, the end of time, or simply the end of Earth's timeline here. Yeah, my sir, my dear. That's right. So the higher realms is really congratulating a lot of you guys because you have been living, some of you guys really are the prize. I'm hearing that. Like a lot of you guys, it's no disguise you have been the prize in everyone's life that you've encountered in this lifetime. And this is so unique. So the higher realms is letting you guys know in this moment that a lot of you guys are being celebrated for living the ET life all of your life. Yes, and what do I mean by that? E, executing low vibe energy, and T, transmuting it into high vibe energy. All right? A lot of you guys have been doing so. Whether you're feeling so high or you're feeling so low. You have been living the ET life. And what I mean by that is E, executing low vibe energy and transmuting it into high vibe energy. A lot of you guys have been, unbeknownst to your surprise, a real powerful example in a lot of people's lives, okay? Some of you guys is pointing out your niece or your nephew right now. So a lot of you guys have, I'm getting niece and nephew for some of you guys. Yeah, they're much older, right? You guys have been the prize, all right? And it's not because of what's in your wallet either or what you've given them. It's deeper than that is what I'm getting. So, yeah, you've been living that ET life is what I'm saying, Libras. I'm seeing you guys do that in a beautiful way. A lot of you guys are invested in this spiritual journey here. It's not just something that happened today. You guys have been walking that spiritual way. A lot of you guys need to know that your symbol, have you seen your symbol on the astrological? Well, of course you have, right? Well, you guys are the only one that's not in human form. All right, so that says a lot. And that scale always shows me that you guys are multidimensional spiritual beings. A lot of you guys are that multidimensional. I hope you guys know that anyway. But the bottom line is you guys have the ability. A lot of you guys were born with this ability to be able to dip in and dip out, which means a lot of you guys, you can recognize the physical reality as well as you recognize the spiritual reality. So a lot of you guys have that ability. It's almost like you guys are interstellar beings. So a lot of you guys have that gift. I can't make this up. That's why I let people know there's no such thing as ghosts. It's just different dimensions. And when you see people accidentally come in this dimension, that means they made an accident. And you like, what is that? It is like, a lot of times it's really on accident. It's almost like if you accidentally turn your computer on live and you're like, and then hurry up and turn it off. And like, I know I just seen that. It's just a whole different thing. So it's a whole different dimensional level and what this is, okay? So I need you guys to know that in every way, and you have that ability. But you guys are being definitely commended for living that ET life. Some of you guys have been the most obscure ET husband or wife. Some of you guys are learning French or speaking French, or something about French that I'm picking up. But some of you guys are learning French, speaking French. It's getting more fluent. That's what I'm hearing. A lot of you guys are studying different languages. Some of you guys, I heard sign language for a couple of you guys as well. Great job, great job. Because I tell anybody, that's what I, was a part of as well, because I believe in that. You can speak all the different language you want, but if you're coming in somebody deaf, what you going to do then? You know what I'm saying? You got to really know how to sign. So great job, Libras, for all you guys do. I told you. Man, I told you you're the prize. There it is. Yeah. Some people know it. Like in your life, they are someone now that's coming through. It's a mortar mother in you, something like a mortar mother in you. Some of you guys, mortar mother. So some of you guys, yeah, you've been on a. Some of you guys been on yeah, some of you guys been on. I don't know how to say this, tangent. It came out warpath. A lot of you guys are very present right now with protecting your loved one, your seeds. Something is going on, and it's like, yeah, you really on a warfare right now. Oh my goodness, I'm getting that. Somebody mess with y'all babies right now, so I'm seeing that. But you guys are being highly committed. Let me okay. So yeah. So you guys, Libras, I love you guys. Listen, unbeknownst and to my surprise, the higher realms want you guys to recognize that, it's 3 different kinds of people in this world, okay? Always remember that, please, in each and every way. Those are people who make things happen, people who watch things happen, people who don't give a what happened. And they are all in these systems, whether it's whatever system, school system, they've been running them up, okay? So now, what the higher realms is telling you guys is that the higher realms want you guys to not stoop to their level, all right? Because, yeah, so don't stoop to their level, okay? Because some of you guys are rendering war. It's like I'm here, I'm seeing, and I heard bloodbath, and I'm like, ooh. And then I heard mortar mother, and I know you guys feel like that is what it is and how it shall be, or something of the energy. But the higher realms is wanting you guys to reserve and collect that higher realm synergy. You know what I mean? Because honestly, I don't. Okay, so I'm not going to take me out of it, okay? Because the higher realms is just like, yeah, just tell you that's not what you're here for. You guys are not here for the bloodbath or for that type of war. You guys are here to show an example of how not to war. You know what I mean? And to receive results as an equilibrium, because you are that symbol of medium. See, the reason we're not up there, saying I do declare, or down there trying to do something that anybody did, you know what I'm saying? The bottom line is we are in this medium for a reason, and a lot of you guys are here for that reason, to notify others of that medium season. It is not a season for war. It is a season, and it's not a season at all. It's a reason for peace always, okay? It's a reason for peace in that way. So that's what I'm getting. I'm getting some of you guys. Oh, okay. So what I guess I have to give this example, because I feel you guys on that, and the higher realms is holding back on a whole bulk of feeling, because when I heard bloodbath, so I can give you example of how I experienced something when my child was probably about bitty, you know what I mean? About 8 years old, okay? Bitty. And the little boy stole her cotton candy, when she was walking from school. And she came home, and she let me know the little boy stole her cotton candy. So I found out he went to her school, and then I tried to, get the parent information so the parent would know that he's out here doing this, and solely to as a protective parent solely so he wouldn't get his, situation by someone else, because, I teach my children one thing and maybe somebody teach their children another. So therefore, it was saving grace for everyone. I was acting as a piece. So the school gave me her number, and my daughter came home one day because I didn't call it right away. I just held on to it. I said, my mom, do it at my bulk's time when I have time to speak with her. And my daughter came to me and said, Mommy, I think he was the boy, and his mom came up there, and I think she beat his butt in the classroom, and I commended her. So I finally made the phone call. I said, well, if she's doing that, I'm going to have to reach out. I said, I'm so proud of you for being a parent, blah, 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 blah. And she called me back and said, anything under the sun, but nothing. She was like, that wasn't what and I was like, oh. And she cursed me out. All she had to do was say, no, that wasn't the reason, this and that and the other. But she bucked at me like her son was supposed to take the cotton candy, because a lot of these people do have their kids do stuff, because I've been noticing that in other races and stuff. But the bottom line is this, because there's a lot of that in my building where I am. So what I'm seeing here is, what I'm saying to you guys is, I picked up the phone that was 20,000 pounds after I got her message. I said, wow, this is painful. So anyway, I was calling her back. And what did I hear on her phone? All these messages about God. God this, God that. I said, we're not doing that. So I politely waited till that beep came, and I said, woman, please. I said, listen, this is so-and-so's mother. I really am sorry. I thought, maybe because my daughter told me that, this happened to the boy and you corrected him. I thought maybe you corrected him for taking the cotton candy. I said, quite frankly, I'm hearing God on your voicemail. But I really say to myself that if God is in someone's life, then it should be in your child's life. And if it's in your child's life, then your child wouldn't be out here taking something that don't belong to him. And I hung up the phone. And that was it. Because it wasn't about the cotton candy. It was about what it represents. It represents a failure of a bloodline. Because that's where it starts. I don't know if people know, but as soon as you lay down with somebody, you start generational stuff, whether you know it or not. And that's what it is. So the bottom line is, I said that and I left it where it was. But I was shocked to hear that. I was like, bitch, I got what? God on her voicemail, and she cussing me. I'm like, wait a minute now. This is, and her child out there stealing? Oh, no. I don't have God on my asthma service. I'm not doing all that. But I don't play that with my children. My children gonna know, don't take something that don't belong to them. Real simple. But see, it's a lot of failed energy that's been out here. But the indigenous people, that's how you know us. We don't take things that don't belong to us. We don't bother things that's not ours because of who we are and whose we are. And that is a Niji thing, is what I'm, getting. So just to clear that up. So I don't know where this woman is from or where she was from or anything like that, but I'm just saying what I believe, wholeheartedly, because peace is the answer to any problem, believe it or not. So now, getting back to the fact, you guys, I apologize. Libra, I just wanted to share that with you guys. That's how I handle it over the phone. And I believe I did well. But later on, I saw the boy, and this was the conclusion of the story because it got a little glory to it. So later on, I saw the boy, and honestly, I was like you feel, like a mortar mom. But I got to that boy, and I reached in my pocket, and I gave him $1. I said, if you ever feel that you need something, ask somebody. You can ask me. His eyes got big when he saw that $1. I said, you can ask me. You can ask, for something. Some people don't even know they can ask. So that's what it is. So anywho, that's that story in a nutshell, and that's how it went down. And I really hope you guys got something, you know what I'm saying, that could resolve this issue, because I'm feeling strong like something like that is going on with my Libra moms at this point. Oh, Libras, yes, it's gonna work out positively. I promise you guys that. Is really all this is spiritual growth. You know what I mean? No matter what, we still have to grow. We either grow or go, and a lot of people go without the grow, and that really hurts, because it's something that you deep inside you know. So that hurts. But the bottom line is, the higher realms want you guys to know that life is your soul's mission. It is not a competition. Bottom line, you're gonna see different competitions out here that dressed up garbage can man. You know what I mean? The one that somebody can't stand out or no. And then that one with that $500 hat on that 50-cent head. And then you got somebody over here with all these degrees more than a thermometer, but always asking you, Libra, what do you think I should do? They may be in different levels of dimension of competition with you, okay? Different dimensions and levels of competition with you. However, your life is your soul's mission. It is not a competition. That's why the higher realms put something priceless and beautiful and eloquent inside of you. It is called the higher realms proclaim this as your intuition. If you can follow that and trust that intuition, you can begin to see without sight. People are always scratching their head trying to figure out how the blind man and woman can maneuver in this lifetime, day or night. Along with that intuition, the higher realms keeps you spiritually tethered to this beautiful thing called your spiritual GPS, right? Which stands for the gods, the guides, or simply God pointing you to your next level of step of origin. The acronym for STEP is STEP, a solution to every problem. A lot of you guys are born with that. So you're fully loaded. You're born fully loaded, like a fully loaded 9mm, not knowing which way to shoot right away. The higher realms want you guys to know also and recognize that a problem is something that you create. However, situations are things that happen. That's why you always hear, when you hear about a problem, you hear a name attached to it. Houston, there's a problem. And then when there's a situation, you might hear, what had happened was that type of thing there. So the higher realms want you guys to be aware that a problem is something that you create. Situations are things that happen. And no matter what, within a course of a day, a moment, or whatever, especially in this situation. All right? So take a step back, stop, take a step back, try to retract and ask oneself, am I the problem? And if I don't hear that right answer come back, guess what? I'm the solution. I'm doing the right thing. A lot of times, believe it or not, doing the next right thing is the ultimate thing to do. Period. If I can't do the right thing, I'm going to do the next right thing. Because it's the right thing to do. However, take a step back, and the higher realms are saying that because no matter what, the enemy is always going to be enemy, just like it says, the enemy. No one can harm me more than I can harm me. A lot of people run around pointing that one finger out and forget it's 3 pointing back. That's the whole delusional attack, as a matter of fact, right? So the enemy is enemy. No one can harm me more than I can harm me. Why? Because everywhere I go, I take me with me. How about that? So that's what the higher realms want you guys to recognize. But there's a freedom in that. Why? Because it allows you guys to know that you know, so you keep your foot out your butt. So you can fully stand, walk, and eventually strut. You know what? You feel me? So that's what the higher realms want you guys to know at this point here. And the higher realms said, well, the higher realms used to frequently speak through that burning bush and everything like that. But over the time, this day and time, they get a little finicky. You know what I mean? And it's a lot of distractions that come with that when the higher realms used to speak with the burning bush, The higher realms had to cut it off because after a while, then you got those distractions, the fire department, the ambulance, people come to rescue you from the burning bush and try to put the fire out. Until you get certain people like the journalists will come back and let you know, because the higher realms want to talk. The higher realms can go talk. Burn bushes all around. You know what I mean? Until they hear that sound of that journalist come hit that microphone and say, guess what? We can't put that fire out. That fire been going for days. Unbeknownst to a lot of others, there have been a fire burning on this earth for almost 60 years. Almost 60 years, period. Okay? Let's talk about that. All right, so the higher realms want you to know that. So the bottom line is the higher realms said, well, I choose to speak to you guys, in every way. It's no disguise, through numbers, signs, and synchronicities. All right, and that's your birth date, expiration date, and all the little DNA codes in your body. That's why the higher realms want you to be aware of your beautiful birthright number 1012. This is a powerful, unique number in every way. First of all, that number 1 was never meant to be a number in ancient times. Why? Because numbers are meant to be plural. That number 1 represents God, the Alpha, the beginning. All right? You guys are alpha males and alpha females with a powerful beginning, with that God-like energy inside of you. All right? A lot of you guys have it, and it's so true. And I'm going to break it down to simply Y-O-U, simply down to G-O-D, good orderly direction, right? A lot of you guys, when people come to you for suggestions or, things of that nature, or something you experience, when people come to you, you simply give them G-O-D, good orderly direction, right? A lot of you guys don't sit around and try to waddle in mess. You simply do what? G-O-D. You choose gratitude over depression, right? A lot of you guys, Libras, you don't let grass grow under your feet. All right? You let people know it ain't that sweet. I'm not sitting here twiddling my thumbs. You G-O-D, you enjoy the great outdoors. All right? That is that G-O-D free energy that you guys have there. It's powerful. It's synergy. And that alpha energy that you guys have is so powerful. The only thing that's challenging about being an alpha male and an alpha female or alpha male is the simple fact that people can live and die and never, ever equate a micro usage of their alpha brain state. They can live and die and never use it, ever, never even acquire it. Why? Because it's so powerful. All this means for you guys is it's going to be much harder for my Libras to find a mate with that powerful alpha energy that you guys harness and equate, right? Yeah. So, Libras, you guys need to know that that 0 is also the higher realms telling you guys that the higher realms is going full circle with you guys. You remember I told you that number 1 is the beginning, where that 0 is the end, the omega. It's God, the omega, the end. The higher realms is going full circle with you guys from the beginning to the end. And that number 10, it says the higher realms, when the higher realms speak to you through the birthright number 10, the higher realms said move with confidence because you have me within, period. You have God within, all right? That birthright number 10 is powerful. Now, a lot of you guys, look at this number 12 here. I'm not going to go into all of them because a lot of you guys, you come from this powerful bloodline. I'm looking at 101 here, and that's like a DNA code. Remember I told you your DNA codes and all the DNA codes? Yeah, you got it right here in your birthright, 101. You can see that right there. I can't make it up. So 1 + 1 = 2. A lot of you guys are going to really in this lifetime receive everything that your heart's desire. That's all I can say, because 1 + 1 is 2, and you got 22 because the 2 behind it, right? So that's the way it is. The higher realms are saying that you guys are, officially getting what your heart's desire in this lifetime. Let me just say that, okay? This number 12 is so powerful as a birthright number, you guys. Why? Because that 12 is at the top of the clock for a reason. That 12 is so powerful. A lot of you guys, it's like you have a lot of 12th dimensional energy from heaven inside of you guys. A lot of you guys carry so much, and it's so unique. Wow. We have 12 months in a year for a reason. How about that? We have 12 zodiac signs for a reason. And your birthright is number 12. What do you think about that? You guys have a lot to do with time travel. A lot of you guys, remember I told you have that ability. A lot of you guys are time travelers as well. I don't know if you've been sitting around and you notice like, dang, time travel fast with me. A lot of you guys were meant here and sent here to be living in specific parts of the world. And you were supposed to stay there. A lot of people were. I'm not even going to lie. In order to do certain things in regards to Gaia, Mother Earth. And you guys, some things, the bottom line is you guys have a lot to do with time. TIME, things I must earn. All right? A lot of you guys have a lot to do with Father Time. All right? Father Time. You see that family right there, 101? You are a descendant of Father Time. That's what I can let you guys know. So your 12 is at the top of the clock because you have a lot to do with time. TIME, things I must earn. When the higher realms is speaking to you through this number 12, it's because you guys have major experience. A lot of you guys have experience. That's what that time is about. So a lot of you guys volunteered your time here. That's why you are able to go in and out. That's why you are assembled. That's why you see it's only two. The scale that has only two on it. All right? You're in or you're out. You guys go in, you go out. You have that ability to move about freely, spiritually and physically. All right? That's powerful. Because, see, there's more I want to say, but I'm going to leave it there. Okay? So this number 2 is profound, okay? Because a lot of you guys need to know that when the higher realm speaks through your birthright number 2, the higher realms are saying that the higher realms highly favors you. Yes, indeed, sweetie. The higher realms highly favors you through that birthright number 2. Yeah, and well, the higher realms know that you pray because most 2 people, they are definitely prayer warriors. And those of you who say, I don't pray, you actually are living prayer. Every time you help somebody, go there and there and there. All right, you're living prayer. That's the bottom line. I can't make it up. So the higher realms are saying that the higher realms highly favor you with this birthright number 2. And as sure as it takes 2 hands to form a prayer, the higher realm is saying that whatever you're praying for is already going to be right there. You guys have unique numbers in your birthright, and I really want to get through them all. So let's say 1 + 2 = 3, right? A lot of you guys need to know that you are also like man, I can't say no more. This is so anywho, a lot of you guys have a lot to do with that. Whew. A lot of you guys are master manifestors, so please be mindful what you think it. All right, Libras, don't let nobody live rent free in your head, because anything at the top of the realm is your spiritual realm, and that's your brain at the top of your body. All right, a lot of people still run around talking about what came first, the chicken or the egg. It was the thought. So be mindful of what you guys think of, because you have this 1 + 2 birthright that equals the number 3, which says that you guys are a master manifestory in this lifetime. A lot of you guys are master manifestors. So that's why you got to be mindful of what you think it. Much to your surprise, if you think it, it shall materialize. You guys have a lot to do with that inspiration, manifestation, and creation. All right. Some people say Father, Son, Father, Son, Holy Spirit. Some people say Mother, Father, Son, but you guys are the one. You have the ability to be 3 places at one time. Speak Libra to me now. I felt like saying that. I'm telling you, you guys have the ability to be 3 places at one time. That's right. You guys have the ability to be at the right place at the right time with the right stuff. If you ever write your life story, that's what it's going to say. Oh, when I walked in, they said, oh, wow, you just walked in at the right time. Or when I came up, they said, yeah, we just opened up. Okay, what did they say? Oh, man, we just getting started. You heard stuff like that as your lifetime. But if you had somebody else write their lifetime, they'd be like, well, they were closed for 2 weeks and said, come back. Well, I just got there and they closed. They had just closed. The lady said if I was 2 minutes earlier, you know what I mean? And then you come to another place, they said, no, they've been gone. They tore that place down. All right? Somebody else that had them stories like that. It's not your story because of your birthright number 3. You have the ability to be at 3 places at one time. All right. Now, your birthright in its totality is 1 + 0 + 1 + 2, right? That equals the number 4. Now, this is so unique because the number 4 is never to be ignored in the spiritual world or the spiritual realm. It means that the angels are sending you guys everything that you need from 4 corners of the world, 4 seasons of the earth, 4 elements of the earth, even down to 4 legs on the table, just to keep you guys secure and stable. The higher realms even made 4-legged emotional pets for you guys. 4-legged service pets. And shout out for those who are in the service. All right? All of my military service Libras, thank you guys so much for your service, and thank your family as well, because only the higher realms and you know what you guys have to face and go through. Right? I just want to clear that up. So that number 4 birthright says a lot about you guys. A lot of you guys, woo-wee. You could use all 4 elements to manifest things that will materialize. You know, a lot of people go by the typical one where you have the birthday candle and you light it up and blow it out. The fire is the fire sign. You know, I'm thinking more like the fire sign. The fire is the candle. And then you blow it out. That's the air sign. A lot of you guys can use all 4 elements because you are 4 birthright number to manifest. You hear me? At your best. You hear me? Yes. A lot of you guys have 4-letter nicknames, 4-letter names. All right? A lot of you give out 4-letter nicknames and don't even have a clue why. It's because your blessings are 4. Because of your 4 birthright number. A lot of you guys, some of you guys are 4 months pregnant. Wow. That's deep. Okay? So, a lot of you guys, whoa. Now, I don't know. I never met one. So, I'm getting some of my Libras now. This is a small portion. But I'm getting a 4-foot Libra. Somebody's a 4-foot Libra. That's so beautiful, yeah. So that's your blessings of 4. A lot of you guys have blessings of 4 is what this is, okay? So I need you guys to embrace that in every way. So your total birthright number is 4. Now that is powerful. It's not something you want to ignore. You hear me? I can't make it up. What am I seeing? A tornado warning here. So some of you guys got a tornado warning, tornado warning in effect until Monday night. Yeah, so you guys make sure you call on family members and check on them, okay? They appreciate the care. Yeah. Whew. Yeah. It's something about a basketball, game or team too. So let everybody know before this basketball game kick off. I see a retired vet here that may need a lawyer here. Okay, it's a retired vet. So there's something going on, you guys, with this retired vet. Before I tap into whose energy this is, because I really am not doing it. These are the things that's coming out. It's pretty much I'm getting for my Libras is you, you Libra, but I just don't want to call it right away. But I'm just saying, a lot of you guys are coming off as retired vet. You're gonna need a lawyer, okay? All right, so that's the better decision at this time, okay? And some of you guys lost your phone. Be aware, because you may lose your phone, okay? Yeah, we don't want that. I wonder if you lose your phone, can you get rid of all those apps? Or what do you do? What do they? Anywho, yeah, and it's a video here that's been unseen and monitored, okay? That's going to lead to a tip for somebody. This video that hasn't been seen or monitored. I mean, it's been monitored for evidence. Something about the top tip. It's a tip. And that tip, okay, so that tip is about your lost phone. So somebody see it on video about this lost phone. Oh, wow. It's on video. They already got the camera and it was at the game, some type of game. Oh, yeah. So you guys, be aware that this tornado is in effect, and it may cause you guys to run for cover or do something, forget your phone and stuff like that. Right? And then you're going to be beating yourself up about making better decisions or something of that nature. Don't beat yourself up. They'll keep your foot out your butt. Remember that. You guys retire from that. Right? That's what I'm getting. So a lot of you guys are retired vets. And at this time, it's like you're going to need a lawyer, especially with this situation here. And a lot of you guys, it could be in regards to this game and losing your phone at this game, but there is video footage, okay? That's what I see. Because if you guys are, it's a field office investigator that's actually being investigated themselves, okay? Yeah, because your sister, some of you guys, your sister has been volunteering your name on the most wanted list. I don't know how that can be, but on some type of list, volunteer your name on most wanted list. That's weird. Can that be done, you guys? Can it volunteer your name? Okay, so anywho, that's what I'm getting. Something weird here. So anywho, a field officer investigator will be investigated. And just be mindful. A lot of you guys are definitely look into this lawyer, okay? All right. A lot of you guys are really content with being by yourself, because a lot of you guys are going through a healing process, an excruciating healing process. I see here where you are keeping to your body, your fluids to yourself, okay? No kissing, no looking, no da-da-da, have I none, is what I'm seeing here. Yeah, and that's what's showing up in the romance department for you guys. Now, I see Libras, like I said, you remember I told you guys about the lawyer? You guys have to follow up with this quote-unquote retirement, because a lot of you guys have to follow up with a lawyer about this retirement money, okay? Some of you guys are entrepreneurs in every way. There's something about retirement, and I don't know, you guys, you need to follow up because there is a payday in the background. Because a lot of you guys need to know that. It's showing me here. It's something that you have accumulated over time. So it's some back pay that you're due. In other words, that's what I'm seeing here. Okay, so follow up with a lawyer. All right. Yeah, because somebody's trying to cut out the time. So you got to really account for everything that you did. Whether you signed up for a union once upon a time and all these above. So those things are valid in your retirement. So that's what I'm seeing. Okay, because you have a lot of different jobs or a lot of different money avenues that I see here that needs time and attention in order for them to see them all. They're in the background and they shall equal a payday. So do your work. A lot of you guys I see a lot of you guys that just came, had a vacation or something like that. A lot of you guys were flying. A lot of you guys flew out. And a lot of you guys were able to clear your energy. Some of you guys were able to simply be with your pets, and things of that nature. So a lot of rejuvenation that really helped your health. And a lot of you guys are paying attention to your body. Just pay attention to your body, because your body doesn't lie, right? Exactly. So that's what I'm seeing right here for you guys. I see career-wise, a lot of you guys, let me see what I'm seeing here. Oh, a lot of you guys are flexing as far as this career because you actually love your career. It keeps you very youthful. It keeps you active. It keeps you constantly reinventing yourselves. Some of you guys are just a model, business or model employee. I'm seeing that. Even though you would like to stay hidden and walk away from these fools because you already know what they're about. They poke holes in each other's whatever. So a lot of you guys like to, kind of be low key is what I see. Yeah. So a lot of you guys, I'm seeing that you've done a lot of inner child workings here. A lot of you guys invested a lot of time in your inner child. So behind scenes, a lot of you guys really have realized that you have the ability to turn all of your difficulties into real blessings. A lot of you guys know that you're alchemists. A lot of you guys know you have this gift here. A lot of you guys recognize this is what I see. So a lot of you guys are really honed in on investing in the right decision makers because of this inner workings that you have done behind scenes, spiritually. Yeah, because a lot of you guys behind scenes, you may be daydreaming and stuff like that. Some of you guys are like, oh, well, forget it. I already told you guys in the beginning, you have that ability to be in and out. A lot of you guys have a lot to do with time travel. So a lot of you guys behind scenes really be traveling to, do a lot of things as far as inner child workings. And it keeps you very happy. It keeps you invested and smiling. And actually, it keeps you at the top of your game, so to speak, So that's what I see for you guys. I'm going to tap into some money and see what money's coming through today, okay? A lot of monies came out, okay? Different monies from different sources. One is also from a credit card, or you may be credited on your credit card. If you're applying for credit, yes, there it is. A lot of you guys, it's a horse race that was very significant that wanted to show its face twice for sure. I see 3-digit lottery here for you guys, a winning of 3-digit. I see some of you guys being sponsored for your beautiful day today. Somebody want to pay for your way. Shout out to all my sober Libras, because I see a lot of you guys have been sober for a long time here. Some of you guys from 5 to 10. I heard 22 years for some of you guys. Some of you guys 11 years. It goes on. So shout out to my Libras who have been sober. Keep up the great work. Okay, that's what I'm hearing. You have money from a friend here. You have a retro check here. You have winnings from the football game. Remember I told you guys about that game earlier? That's where the warning came in. But nevertheless, your stock winnings, some stock investment as well, and for a lot of you guys, real estate money. Um, I see real estate money, and it could be something simple, it could be something big, something. But I'm seeing real estate money. Um, yeah, so I'm seeing money when it comes to real estate. Okay, financial gift is coming in for you guys, and a lot of you guys are Keno winning. Okay, those who play Keno, it's a winning coming in for you guys. I'm going to see what signs are beneficial for you today and what signs may be not so beneficial to you today, like more supportive or non-supportive, okay? And we're going to see why. Thanks. Libra, okay, so this Virgo, Capricorn, and Taurus energy is showing up as beneficial to you today. However, it also says addictions are present, so be mindful of that. Make sure you guys are aware, just in case, okay? It may be simply they're addicted to you, okay? But nevertheless, you guys have already received a download about this person, and you already wrote in your journal about this person, okay? A lot of you guys received a download in your dreams about this person, okay? That's what I see as well. Now, the other person that may be beneficial is also this Gemini, Libra, Aquarius at work. They may be somebody you wrote about in a download as well. And you guys tend to think that they undermine you at work. However, they are beneficial on today. You know how people take a break from harassing you on that one day, and then some people just jump on that one day, and that's the day they wait for. Well, this is one of those things where they're beneficial today. Yeah. Okay, they may undermine you at work, but they're not going to do anything of this today on your beautiful day. Let me just clear this up. Those signs that I spoke about, the Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, and Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, remember, you already know them, okay? All right, so like I said, one of them might even sponsor you today, because remember we talked about that with the money. Somebody want to sponsor you, that may be that person, and that person, I believe, is kind of addicted to your energy or something of that nature. Now, it's brand new. We have brand new Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, and Virgo, Capricorn, and Taurus that is not beneficial to you at all. And the reason being is they're following your money. You know what I'm saying? All right, they're following your money, okay? They're trying to, I call them career daters. They don't, well, some of them want to be in the same career as you, or they're trying to break in or something of that nature, but basically they're just following your pocket. So the bottom line is, it's crazy because it's two of the same signs. One is beneficial and the other is not. But the difference in the two is these two are brand new. So the brand new ones are not beneficial. Leave them where they're standing. They only see money. They only see your pocket as their victory at this time. Okay? Ooh, Libra. Everything is in the higher realms timing. I can barely breathe. It's something else going on here, Libra, and this is a beautiful thing. I know, how other people feel about, abortions and so forth, like this, that, and the third, but you guys, it's a soul coming through, because I was giving it a moment. I said, who want to come through for my Libras, you know what I mean? Because I am a medium. And you guys, those who had an abortion, and some of you guys may have had 3 or more abortions. Some of you guys, a lot, like 6, 7 abortions for others of you guys, okay? But the bottom line is they're coming through in a big way here. They are in spirit form, and they just let me know, and they reaffirmed that everything I told you was on exact. This is on exact. Don't, they said yesterday and tomorrow. The same thing I told you, don't worry about yesterday or tomorrow. That's why they were saying it, and that's why they said it was important for you to know it's 3 different kinds of people in the world and know which one are you, right? So they are sending you love, all right? They love you, okay? And guess what they said? So help me, you guys. So help me. I'm getting the energy that they said so clearly that they are old souls anyway. They have been here several lifetimes, all right? And I don't know, it's something about the short time that they were inside of you is what grew with them spiritually. It grew. Okay, a lot of you guys, it grew. You hear me? So, oh wow, yeah, wow. Honestly, that this is so beautiful. Some of you guys, it may have been 4 to 6 weeks. Okay, 2 to 4 weeks for some of you guys like that. I can barely breathe. I don't know. They're saying something about you guys winning the lottery again. So that's double confirmation for you guys. They're sending you that love from within. Some of you guys need to know you are loved, 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 loved. And that is what I'm going to leave on, because that was mind-blowing. I love you guys. This is where we must part ways. If life lasts and death lasts, you will see or hear me again. Until then, you guys, parlay, peace be unto you, Libra, and within one.